Anna, sorry to bother you. You got a minute?
Hey there. What can I do for you?
One of our relatives passed away. You remember Bob? Can you come with me to his funeral?
Oh, sorry to hear about your loss. Of course I'll be there. Just tell me when and where.
10 a.m. tomorrow. P Funeral Home. Can you come a little early?
Got it.
Anna? Sorry, but there were some last-minute changes to the venue. We're having the funeral at a different place now.
Huh? Okay. But I'm already in front of the funeral home.
Sorry, dear. Can you come to Peep Hotel instead?
Hotel? This is a funeral, right? Why hotel?
Just hurry. Everyone is here already. You're the only one that's not here. Hurry.
Okay. Hey, you there? What's going on? This isn't a funeral. This is a wedding. Where are you?
What are you wearing? Unbelievable.
Hold on. Explain yourself. Right now. I want some answers. Pick up.
Shut up already. I told you it was a wedding. Why are you in your morning dress? What's wrong with you?
What? You said it was a funeral.
Just stop it, okay? Come inside and apologize to everyone right now. I'm so embarrassed. I cannot believe you're my daughter-in-law.
Hey, I didn't have time to talk to you yesterday, but now you have to explain yourself. You said it was a funeral. Why did you do this to me?
What? I never said that. I told you it was a wedding. Stop trying to blame me for your own mistakes.
But I got proof right here. It's right on my phone. You said it was a funeral. Stop denying it.
Oh, it was probably a typo. My mistake. Why are you so mad? I didn't do it on purpose, okay? Why do you want to make me the bad guy here? You're a terrible person. This is why I didn't want my son marrying you. I warned him, but he didn't listen.
Is that why you're harassing me like this? I don't want to say this, but this is really immature of you.
Hey, watch your mouth, young lady. Don't push it. And remember, everyone in the family is on my side. I call the shots around here, not you. Remember that.
But you're causing trouble for everyone. Just stop.
How dare you talk to me like that? Who do you think you're talking to?
My mother-in-law?
Shut up! You're always like this. You don't deserve my son. He can do much better than this. This is all your fault. Stop trying to blame me for it. What's wrong with you, huh? You're so rude. Didn't your parents teach you any manners? This is exactly why I told my son to not marry you.
I think we're done here. There's just no talking to you. Let's just do this another time. Goodbye.
Hey, wait. You gotta run away? Answer me. I'm talking to you. Anna, I'm in the hospital right now. I twisted my ankle. It's not that serious, but it hurts. Doctor said I had to be hospitalized for a few days.
Oh, okay. Take care. Bye.
Hold it. If you come visit me, I'll forgive you for the way you acted last time.
But you hate me, remember?
I know, but I'm giving you a chance here. Bring me some melons. I love melons. If you do that for me, I'll forgive you. The food here sucks.
Oh, I see. What about your relatives? Are they going to be there too?
Of course, they're family. They're all worried sick about me. Unlike you, people like me, okay? But you, I don't know. I don't think they like you very much. This will be a good opportunity for you to make a good impression. You already messed up once, so don't screw up again.
Maybe you're right. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, what is your problem?
Hello? What is it? Did I forget something in your room?
Shut up! You did this, didn't you? It had to be you. Why are all my relatives wearing morning clothes? This is unacceptable.
Oh, sorry. I must have misheard you. Thought you said this was your funeral. My mistake.
How dare you? If I'm dead, how am I talking to you, huh?
True that.
Stop laughing. This isn't funny. You messing with me, huh? I'm gonna tell everyone about what you did. You're out of the family. You're finished, you hear me?
You still don't get it, do you?
What? What are you talking about?
Your relatives. They were in on this. They all agreed to help me.
What? Impossible! Stop making things up. I'm not like you, okay? I've been taking care of this family for years now.
Yeah, and everyone is getting pretty sick and tired of you.
You think I believe that? Stop lying. What's wrong with you, huh? You should be ashamed of yourself.
Look who's talking. Right back at you. I met lots of people in my life, but never met anyone like you before. Everyone hates you.
What?
Why else would they agree to help me? And the thing you tried to pull at the wedding the other day? I talked to your relatives after you left. They all believed me when I told them my side of the story. I didn't even have to show them our text messages to get them to believe me. They were all furious with you, and I don't blame them. I mean, what kind of person does that just to get back at someone? And you ruined a perfectly nice wedding. Hello? You still there? Why aren't you saying anything, huh?
Shut up!
Oh, there you are. Oh, by the way, I talked to Uncle Todd too. He said he was sick and tired of you. Aunt Mary said something similar. She hates you too. In case you didn't know, she never liked being around you. And Aunt Selma.
Enough!
She was like, someday, I'm gonna get her back for everything she's done to me. What's the problem?
Just stop, okay? You want an apology? Fine. Sorry. There, happy?
What? Doesn't sound like you mean it.
Look, I just felt like you were taking my son away from me, okay? I had him in my 30s, so you gotta understand.
You love your son. That's fine, but why come after me? That makes no sense.
I'm the one that raised him, but you took him away from me. That's why I was being so mean to you. I was just messing around with you, okay?
Messing around, huh? But you caused a lot of trouble for a lot of people.
I apologize. Just drop it.
I never accepted your apology. And what about the wedding you ruined, huh? How are you planning to make that right, huh? You're out of control. No wonder your relatives hate you.
Ugh, fine. I'll apologize to them when I see them.
Fine, go ahead. Not my problem. Not sure if they'll agree to meet you, but whatever.
Huh? What does that mean?
What do you think it means? Your relatives, they don't want to see you anymore.
Huh?
So I was just wondering how you're gonna apologize to them. And, I never want to see you again either, so...
Screw you! Who told you this?
Your son, actually. Your relatives had a meeting and they all agreed. They're cutting all ties with you. Sucks for you.
What? They would never do this to me. I'm family. There's no way. Wait, I get it. You're lying to me, aren't you?
Don't believe me? Fine. Call your son and ask him yourself.
He's not picking up. What's going on?
Look, not sure if you realize this, but you hurt your son. He was really upset. Can't say I blame him either. You embarrassed him in front of everyone. He said he was ashamed of you. You ruined a perfectly good wedding for no good reason. You crossed the line. You went too far this time. Whatever. It's too late for that now.
But I didn't do anything. This is all your fault.
If you really believe that, then I don't know what else to tell you. Whatever, I'm done here. Goodbye forever. But hey, no worries. I'll still go to your funeral when you die. After that, every one of her relatives blocked her and shut her out. Her husband passed away years ago, so she was all alone now. She had nothing now. She was on her own. She didn't have any friends either, so family was all she had. She went to see some of her relatives after that, but didn't get past the front gate. They didn't want anything to do with her anymore. Maybe if she took responsibility for what she did, they'll forgive her over time, but I heard she was still trying to blame me for everything, so I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Oh well, not my problem. Glad she's out of my life.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Cheryl, are you still out doing the shopping right now? I just wanted to let you know that I would really love it if we could have some fish for dinner. Would you be a dear and make sure to buy some fresh swordfish for dinner while you're out? Hey Melissa, I'm really sorry to say, but I'm actually not feeling so good. I haven't even left to do the shopping. I've just been resting in bed all day. Oh, I see. Did you catch a cold or something like that? I'm not quite sure what it is actually, but my head just feels so heavy and I'm having a really hard time concentrating on things. But I don't have a fever, so I don't think that it's a cold. I see. Well, it sounds to me like it could be menopause. Do you really think that that's what it could be? I do actually. I'm sure of it now. I remember that I was around your age when I was going through it. Well, I guess it could be possible. Either way, I just think that I need to lie down for the day. I really hope you don't mind, but could I ask you to cook dinner tonight? I just don't think I'll be able to any use to anyone like this. Ah, darn, I really did want swordfish for dinner. Well, how about we just ask Sally to pick some up for us on her way home for school? I really wonder if it would be worth asking her. I feel like she's been getting home from school later and later, not to mention the fact that she hates helping out around the house and never offers a hand. I'm not sure if that's totally fair. I think she does help out every now and then. Are we talking about the same girl, as in your daughter, my granddaughter? I don't think I've ever seen her do any kind of work around the house. And ever since she started high school, she's gotten into dyeing her hair and listening to the rock music. I just don't know what is happening to the kids to the world these days. It's sad the direction our society is headed. I really don't think those are necessarily bad things in themselves. I mean, it's not like she has a uniform or any rules against dyeing her hair. And besides, the kinds of music people listen to are always changing. I think she's just finding herself. But she's only in high school. You can't really trust someone that age to know what's best for them, right? And don't you worry about what the neighbors think seeing her like that? Well, that's what I meant by finding herself. But anyways, when kids graduate high school, they're usually 18, so we're not always going to be able to control them, you know? And you're okay with that? Just how long are you going to let your daughter get away with doing whatever she wants? All you're doing to her by treating her this way is turning her into a selfish little girl. You really think that Sally is a selfish person? Of course I do. Whenever I talk to her, she always sounds like she's trying to start a fight. Not only that, but she called me an old hag the other day. Oh my, I see. Well, if that's the case, then I'll make sure to have a long talk with her about using that kind of language. You need to do more than that. You really ought to be disciplining her more strictly. At this rate, you're just going to be raising a future criminal. I really don't think that things are that bad yet, Melissa. Sally is still a teenager and is in a rebellious phase right now. But I think it's great that she's becoming such a strong-willed girl at the same time. Not only that, but she works really hard in her studies and always gets good grades. You really think that Sally has ever studied a day in her life? I've never seen her look in a textbook while she's at home. I think that she studies a lot in her room by herself. And other days, I know that she goes to the library to study after school as well. Maybe that's why she's been coming home late. I'm not sure if it's right to judge someone based on what they're not doing just because you don't see it. So you're telling me you really think she's coming home late after studying? Cheryl, do you really think that's true? Then I have some beachfront property to sell you in Kansas. That girl is out there causing havoc and raising hell. I'm sure of it. How can you be so sure, though? You said yourself you haven't actually seen her do any of these things. Open your eyes. You know what girls her age can be like? What if some boy knocks her up or something? You really need to be more worried about these kinds of things. I understand that, I really do. But I also know my daughter and trust her to make the right decisions. It really is sad that you can't see the way she's lying to you. Anyways, I know you said you're not feeling good, but the least you can do is toss the laundry in the washing machine. I won't be getting home until quite late tonight. Right, of course. I'll try and get that done. I just need to lie down for a little bit longer first, I think. Cheryl, just when are you finally going to get back there? Sorry, I was just finishing up the doctors right now. And before I go home, I'm going to shop at the store and do some shopping. You need to get home right now and deal with Sally. Deal with Sally? What happened? Did she do something? She was calling me an old hag again. She was? But we just talked the other day about not using that kind of language with people. Well, apparently you didn't do good enough job since she's still misbehaving. Hold on a second, I'm just getting a message from Sally right now. She's texting you right now? Well then good, you better take this chance to really lay into her. I just read her message and she wrote that you tossed out the food that I had prepared for dinner last night. She said what? That is just ridiculous. Why would I even do something like that? She's obviously just lying to you. But ever since you came to live with us, you've done that plenty of times. Well, all of those other times were just mistakes or accidents. I mean, does she even have any proof that I did what she's accusing me of? Well, no, it's not like she has any pictures or anything, just the text, I guess. Well, there you go again. That means that it's highly likely that your daughter is just lying to you. But I don't really think that Sally is that kind of girl at all. You really need to start listening to me more often. I know what I'm talking about and you don't. I know how you feel about Sally, Melissa, but I really think that you're misjudging her. She's never anything but sweet around me, and I would really like if you stopped talking so negatively about her. You a dumb woman and an even dumber mother. You really need to take a step back and look at this objectively. Your daughter is nothing but a little liar. Melissa, please, there is no need for that kind of language at all. Even if Sally did do something that upset you, I'm sure she must have had some sort of reason for doing it. She's not the type of person who would go out her way to hurt someone. When are you going to wake up and face the truth? Honestly, how does my son let you two get away with acting like that all the time? Melissa, I really appreciate your concerns, but I really don't think that it's your place to tell me how to raise my daughter. Are you really going to try and pick a fight with me over this? Maybe you're where Sally gets her nasty attitude from. You're both so full of yourself, it all makes sense now. I really don't think that Sally is full of herself at all. Well, that's because you don't know the person that your daughter truly is. Anyways, you went to the doctor today, right? Did they say that you were going through a menopause like I thought? No, actually, they said it didn't appear to be that. The doctor just thought that it might have been some combination of a cold with some other symptoms just from everyday stresses. Well, good for you, I guess. I really was worried that something was wrong since I had been feeling like this for a while. Anyways, I'm going to the store to pick up some things for dinner. Well, you better get back home as fast as you can. You've been slacking off way too much when it comes to keeping the house clean. Not to mention the fact that you still need to punish your daughter. Right, I'll try to get home quickly then. Hi, honey. Where are you right now? I just got home, but I don't see you anywhere. You just got home? Oh, shoot! I just left to go to the store. I guess we must have passed each other or something. But what in the world happened here? I got home and your grandmother was lying on the floor covered in bruises. She said that you jumped on her back and were hitting her. Oh yeah, that's right, I did that. She kept screaming for help. It was pretty funny, to be honest. Sally, why would you do something like that? What did your grandmother do that could have possibly provoked that? I really don't think that it's something to joke about. I only gave that old hag what she had coming. So don't expect me to apologize because I won't do it. Sally, you can't talk about your grandmother that way and you certainly can't hit her. I'm very disappointed in you. For sure, for sure. Anyways, how are you feeling today? Any better? Are you asking about my condition? Well, I guess I'm feeling fine, thanks. I take that you still haven't had your afternoon tea then. I know you use that little tea infuser thing to have that special tea you like. Well, no, I haven't drunk it yet. It's sitting on the counter steeping, in fact. Well, I just thought you should have known that the reason you've been feeling so bad lately is all because of Grandma. What's that supposed to mean? I mean that I came home early from school today and I saw Grandma putting something in your tea while you were out of the room. Wait, what? You're joking, right? It's no joke. I really saw her stir some kind of powder in the leaves. I was going to dump everything out, but then Grandma tried to stop me and that's when we started fighting. Obviously, I won the fight, but I think she might have been putting in some kind of sleeping medicine. Sleeping medicine? Well, it would explain why I'm always feeling so lethargic. Not to mention the fact that that's a crime. I mean, what would happen if you got in a car and didn't know you had the medicine in your system? You could get really hurt or even really hurt someone else. Oh, Sally, I see now that you were just trying to protect me from something your grandma was doing. Thank you so much for catching that, and I'm sorry for being so upset with you earlier. But you shouldn't have to apologize for anything. If anyone should be sorry, it's Grandma. Oh, I'll take care of Grandma, don't worry. But I really am grateful to you for looking out for me. Well, okay, as long as you think you can handle her by yourself. I do, but obviously I'm going to have a talk about all of this with your dad. We'll make sure that your grandma answers for what she's been doing. Cheryl, you have got some nerve. Do you know that? Do you really think that this is any way to treat your own mother-in-law? You being my mother-in-law doesn't change the fact about what you were doing. Did you really think I would just let you get away with this? If anything, you should be grateful that we stopped at kicking you out of the house. You mean that you really don't see a problem with kicking a poor old woman out of her house? How can you just throw me out on the streets like that? It isn't just me. Even your own son agreed that it was for the best. You were literally drugging my tea and you expect me to do nothing about it? There's no way that I can live with someone who would do that. But you forced me to pack my bags and leave. I don't have anywhere to go. You should have thought about that before doing what you did. Are you really going to try and make yourself the victim in all of this? You came to us asking for the place to live and we let you in. If you really couldn't see this coming as a result of what you were doing, then that's on you. But you don't have any proof of any of this. It's just Sally's word against mine, right? And you know how much that girl hates me, so of course, she would lie about that. I just don't think she's the kind of person that you seem to think she is. Yes, she is. She has dyed her hair and she listens to loud music. Do you really think that anyone who does that can be a good person? And just what kind of mother even lets her daughter go around like that? I'll just go to the police and report the assault that Sally did to me. What do you think about that? You're more than welcome to go to the police. But I think the only person who would get in trouble is you. And just why do you think that, huh? You don't have any proof of things that you're accusing me of. Whereas I have the bruises that Sally left me. Clearly, they would have no choice but to believe me. Okay then, if you really feel that way, go ahead and tell the police. I won't do anything to stop you. You'll see. Sally will get kicked out of school. This will ruin her life. Okay then, you keep talking and talk. Now go walk the walk. But I'm just warning you that Sally does actually have footage of you putting the sleeping medicine in my tea. So I would stop accusing her of lying at the very least. Wait, what? Yes, when she walked through the door when she got home, she was on her phone and switched to the camera to record you. So I'm afraid that we do actually have evidence of what you did. Would you still like to go to the police? But I could be doing anything in the video. How could the cops even know what is it that I was doing to your tea? Do you really want to test that out? Well, let's try a different example. Say that I were to go to the police because I got stabbed, okay? And what if the only evidence I had was of some crazy person in my off waving around a knife moments before I was injured? Is it the footage of the person committing the crime itself? No, but it's quite incriminating nonetheless. You really think that that's how the police would see it? I'm just asking you to think about the bigger picture here. Sally stepped in to stop what you were doing, and she has injuries of herself. You scratched her quite badly, so the police would also have to take that into account. Okay, wait, maybe I did take things just a little too far, but I just thought that you needed to rest. Even if I believe that, it still doesn't excuse literally putting something in my tea without telling me. You know that I drink that tea pretty frequently. What if something bad happened to me? But I never was intending to hurt you, I swear. Except that you were always mad that I wasn't doing enough around the house while I was feeling sick, right? You were saying all kinds of cruel things to me about how a wife needs to keep her health so that she can take care of her family. You tried to pin so much of me when nothing was my fault. I just had no idea that it was the medicine making you feel that way. You know, when I went to the doctor's office, they asked me if I was on any medication, and I said that I wasn't. I even told you about that when I got home, but you knew the whole time that that wasn't true. It was just a prank, really. Well, I think that it was one taken way too far. I mean, what if I left the house in my car? I could have gotten into an accident or killed someone. What would be the point of the prank then? Please, Cheryl, I'm so sorry. I just didn't think that far ahead. It's really not that far to jump and make. But anyways, I refuse to live under the same roof as you anymore. But what am I supposed to do? Where am I supposed to live? I can't just be out on here on my own. You're my family. You have to take care of me. You have your retirement money. You'll just have to be careful about saving and spending it. Besides, you're still a young lady. You can always find a job if you need. You can't be serious. I deserve to have a quiet retirement. I shouldn't have to work. I'm afraid that you really should have thought about that before you did what you did. Please, I promise to never do it again. You have to forgive me. Actually, I really don't. You did something horrible and now you're paying for it. Don't ever come near me again. After that, Melissa sat outside of the house, refusing to leave. We finally called the police, and that's when she started screaming and trying to run away. By the time the next morning came around, all of Melissa's belongings were gone from our front yard. I have no idea where she ran off, but when she was finally caught, the police let her off with a stern warning and made her promise to stay away from our house. I hear that now she's living in a tiny apartment all by herself. She tried reaching out to my husband and I and complained about how hard her life was and how she was always in need of money, but we ignored her calls for help. I don't think we'll ever see her again until her funeral. As for my family, things settled down quite a bit after Melissa left. Sally is getting ready for her senior year in high school and still getting good grades. Obviously, there are times when I need to rein in her rebellious attitude, but I'm very happy knowing that I have such a mature and trustworthy daughter. I still think that it's very sad how everything went down the way that it did. I really thought that Melissa and I were getting along so well. There were times when I thought she could be a bit overbearing, but I always understood. It was just her being a concerned mother and grandmother. I would have never ever dreamed that she could have been capable of what she did to me. Another person I feel quite badly for over how all of this happened is my husband. When his mom asked if she could come live with us, I was a little apprehensive at first. He was the one who talked to me into allowing Melissa to be with us. After he found out what she was doing to me, he apologized for never noticing and clearly felt very guilty about it all. I told him that he had no way of knowing that his mom would act that way. Still, I think it may take some time for him to overcome that, on top of cutting his mom out of our lives. Thankfully though, I'm glad that I trusted my instinct and had faith in the person that I knew my daughter really was deep down. And if it wasn't for Sally's bravery in confronting her grandma, who knows what might have happened. I never wanted my daughter to go through something like that. But I'm much less worried about her ability to take care of herself now.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.
Hey, did you say something to that sneaky little mother-in-law? Just this morning, I got this snarky text from her. This morning? Really? What did she say? Just so you know, I didn't say anything. She just said that for no other reason but to piss me off. I can't believe her. Who does she think she is? For Pete's sake. She gets bedridden, but her mouth never stops spewing nonsense. Oh, what did she say to you exactly? She said that if someone is going to take care of her, she'd rather have you than me. Can you believe that? She says I'm not at all meant for this kind of work, that I'm second-rate. Her words about taking care of people. I mean, please, who does she think she is? The Queen of England, for God's sake? I wouldn't look after that old battle axe if she begged me. Well, the past 10 years, I'm the only one that has been looking after her. Well, taking care of old ladies like that isn't what a normal person would do. That's the job of the rank and file. But to criticize the very person that's taking care of her, no respect whatsoever. That old malicious woman still thinks she's numero uno or something. Well, her husband passed away some time ago, so... But her saying she's number one, well, I think she may have a point. She is the head of the family after all. Actually, my husband is the head of the family. Normally, he would be the one to make all the decisions. Not some bedridden old lady. A man should run the family. That's how it's been for generations. Yes, well, I guess that's true, in a sense. That's why she's retained her power all these years. Everybody just let her get away with it. Her mother, I guess she'd be the grandmother-in-law that passed away early, so she's been on the throne. So to peak for quite some time. If only she'd get off that throne once and for all, and then I could do what I please. Actually, this family revolves around you. You seem to be making all the decisions. Without really consulting anyone, I must add. Well, my husband and my son are very loyal to me. What can I say? But that old in-law still has a say in everything important. I have no idea why they listened to her. When she got sick and bedridden, why didn't she just go senile? That would have solved all my problems. Yes, well, Grandma seems to be hanging on. She seems to have many years ahead of her. She said she's gonna live till she's 120. Boy, oh boy, she just won't give up, will she? I was told that if she fell ill, she probably wouldn't last long. I can't believe it's been 10 years since she'd been bedridden. Does she plan on living forever? She's like a big, ugly cockroach. A cockroach? Seriously? That's saying too much, don't you think? Well, she is, isn't she? Maybe we really need to fumigate this place once and for all. Why are you always taking that old bat's side? Is it because she's always doting on you? Are you her good little puppy? She's not doting on me. I take care of her every day. She showers me with wisecracks all the time. But you prefer that old hag over me, is that what you're saying? Well, she does seem to have taken a shine on her young daughter-in-law. As for me, I have no intention of nursing her. I'll leave that all up to you, my dear. But I've been doing it for 10 years already. There is a limit to how much I can do. When that old bat asks for you, what can you do, right? Good luck with that. Today was her doctor's visit, wasn't it? Did the doctor already leave? Yes, he just left a minute ago. What was his diagnosis? It seems Grandma's condition hasn't gotten worse in the last couple of days. The doctor says she may not have long left to live. He said that maybe she has a month or so left. Oh yeah? Are you serious? Yes, He asked me whether we would prefer her to meet her end at home or at the hospital. What should we do? At home, of course. I'm sure she'd prefer to be home, but there's a lot of work involved. We take her to the hospital would only cost money. It would be such a darn waste. They're always full up. She'll definitely be bumped up to one of those expensive private rooms. You're here to take care of things. Why waste the money and put her in the hospital? But the time I have to spend with her will just increase. I don't have time to spend 24/7 with her. I would have to keep an eye on her. You never know what will happen. I'm busy with my own home. I can't do this round the clock. Don't give me that sob fest. You're the youngest in the family. You have the energy. Anyway, she adores you. She would prefer that you take care of her, I'm sure. Oh, I almost forgot to ask you. Did you clear the driveway of all that snow? My husband is driving to the store later. I was just on my way out to do it. You haven't done it yet. It'll take you at least an hour to do it. You better get started. Just get it done before my husband leaves. You got that? Also, get that snow off the roof. That weight will damage the roof. Are you seriously saying that I do that too? Really? I really shouldn't be climbing up there. Maybe your husband should do it. You know, my husband has a bad back. You're the only one capable. Just lean the ladder up to it and poke it a few times. It'll slide down on its own. It's a man's job. How about your son? My son? He's too busy with work. I couldn't ask him to do it. Are you kidding me? And besides, he worked all day. He's exhausted. That snow has really piled up. It must weigh a ton. If that falls on me, I'm finished. It's really not a woman's job. There are limits to what I can do. This winter brought more snow than expected. I really need help doing both the driveway and the roof. If you have energy to complain all day long, grab that shovel and start working, for God's sake. It's starting to snow again. Wait any longer and you'll have twice as much snow to clear away. All right, I'll do it. And don't forget about the old battle axe. Don't forget about her. Just do as you're told, Cindy, and all will be fine. Boy, oh boy, I'm exhausted. I never thought a funeral would be so strenuous. Yes, a lot of people showed up for Grandma. I hope she finally got peace. I never thought that old hag would go. She really hung on till the bitter end, didn't she? What a stubborn old bat. Caused such trouble for everyone, even during her own funeral. Can you believe it? Please, Mother, don't say that about Grandma. It's right after her funeral. Have some respect. Please. Don't worry about it. She's gone. She can't hear a thing. And so what if she hears? There is nothing she can do about it. Have a little sympathy for Grandma, would you? Everyone was so critical of her. Even after her death, don't you have any compassion? Well, it's a fact that she was a troublesome presence the past 10 years. Always complaining and giving orders. Now it's my turn. I'm the boss around here now. First on the agenda is to get this entire house cleaned up. Yes, there's quite a bit of Grandma's things in the house. The garage is full of Grandma's paintings, too. All the work she did when she taught art at the university. It may take a bit of time to sort everything out. There's more than that to sort out. Pardon me? What else is there? one thing we need to throw out right away is you, Cindy. Wait, me? Why me? Grandma is dead and gone, never to return. No need for you to be here anymore. So I suggest you pack your things and get out of this house. No need for me? What are you talking about? I took care of Grandma for the past 10 years, and that's what I get in return. Tell me you're joking. Where's your gratitude, for heaven's sake? We don't need a collaborator in this house. A collaborator? What are you talking about? You sided with that bitter old hag. That makes you a collaborator. The only people I want in my house are people who are loyal to me and to me alone. I don't want people in my house that collaborated with her. How could you say that? I've always put the family first. Oh, right. Now that the old bat is gone, you change your tune. Now you say you're on my side. Please have a little self-esteem. I'm not changing my tune. I have always felt this way. I know what you're trying to do, Cindy. You were always her favorite, sweet-talking you and trash-talking us. You guys are like two peas in a pod. Even during her final days, she said she preferred you over me. Yes, because she genuinely felt I cared for her. But you only showed disdain. Nevertheless, she intimidated me on numerous occasions. No, you were always on her side, always sticking up for her. I see right through you, Cindy. No matter what I do or say, the truth of the matter is you just don't like me, isn't that right? You think I didn't feel your animosity toward me? And there is another reason why you hate me, and it's not about Grandma. That's right. I hate everything about you, Cindy. I was weary of you from the very first day you came to my house and my son introduced you. Yes, how can I forget that hatred in your eyes? You looked at me with that grimace on your face like you were looking at some dirty stray dog. But it was my husband that proposed to me. He loved me and wanted to marry me. I didn't become part of this family for you. My son was conned into marrying you. You somehow tricked him into it. Why would he marry a woman like you? You were only 18 at the time. I always wondered why he would even propose to a child like you. Maybe it was in a fit of youthful passion, as they say. I couldn't accept the fact that you were only a teenager and a high school dropout at that. You were not meant to be a part of our family. And as my son's wife, my daughter-in-law, you never fulfilled your duties of a wife. By duties, are you referring to the fact that I can't have kids? Yes, that's right. What value are you to our family when you can't even provide us with an heir? You're useless. Besides, I'm expecting a new daughter-in-law. You're no longer needed. I'm going to have her take over all your duties, so off you go. A new daughter-in-law? What are you talking about? I found the perfect new wife for my son. She's picture perfect. Oh, and just so you know, about this new daughter-in-law, my husband and son are in full agreement, so no use crying to them for help. It's all been decided. Are you serious? Even my husband? Yep, they both said you were useless and just taking up space. Well, if everyone feels that way, I guess you have no other option, huh? Too bad that old hag is gone. She was the only ally you had. I see. Everything is crystal clear to me now. I'll be out of your hair right away. I have no desire to stay where I'm not wanted. My goodness, I'm so relieved. I thought you were going to go into a long and boring emotional appeal. I wasn't in the mood for any of that. That's about your only saving grace. You give up easily. Now that old hag and the useless daughter-in-law are gone, I'm free to do whatever I want. That's just wonderful. Congratulations. I hope you'll be able to live a long and prosperous life. I think I've reached my limit. I can't go on any longer. I need you to come home right now. I mean it, Cindy. Excuse me? You want me to come back there? Why would I do that? I'm already divorced. I have no relationship with your family anymore. Goodbye. Please don't cut me off. I need you to come home, please. Tell me, why the hell would I go back to see your face? Besides, the new daughter-in-law is right there. Ask her for whatever you're panicking about. That's the problem. She just up and disappeared. Pardon me? Disappeared? She left. She packed her stuff up and left. That's what I'm saying. Now, why would she do that? I thought she was overjoyed to be joining your family. What was it that you said? She's picture perfect? Your son and husband both greeted her with open arms, right? What's the problem? Soon after he divorced you and married her. A month or so later, he was caught cheating with some woman. Are you serious? Since when was he seeing this woman? Apparently he was seeing her for years. What makes it even worse is that this woman, she was married. Really? That was pretty foolish on his part. The woman's husband got a hold of some lawyer now and he's demanding that we pay damages. I just received a letter from the lawyer. They're demanding $50,000. Can you believe it? I see. That's why his new wife up and disappeared. I don't blame her. I would not be able to stand even being in the same room with such a husband. She did the right thing in my opinion. With all the ruckus, it really affected my husband. He had a stroke and is in the hospital now. Your husband had a stroke? Is he okay? The doctor said a blood vessel in his brain bust. It might have caused long-term disability. On top of that, they found a whole slew of other ailments. He apparently also has liver damage and cancerous growth in his stomach. Oh my goodness. You sure have a lot on your plate. You don't seem all that distressed. This is serious, you know. How can you be so calm? Yeah, it sounds very serious. He's still in bad shape. The doctor said he may not walk again. The whole family has to take care of him now. How could this happen? First this payment for damages and then my husband gets sick. On top of that, our home is half destroyed. Pardon me? Half destroyed? What do you mean? As you know, this winter was just awful. It snowed more than usual. Well, as a result, the roof gave in. It couldn't hold all that weight. And now there's a huge hole in the living room. Fortunately, we were able to rent a small house nearby until we can get it fixed. They told me it's going to cost somewhere in the neighborhood of $20,000. We can't afford that, for God's sake. Didn't you clear the snow from the roof? Well, I left that to my new daughter-in-law, but she said she would take care of it, but apparently she forgot about it or something. Suddenly, we had nowhere to live. It was only pure luck that the house down the street was vacant. But it took time for them to get the electricity turned on. All we had was the fireplace. I'm so sorry to hear that. We spent close to $100,000 5 years ago to renovate the entire house. As you can imagine, we're currently so far into debt, I don't know what to do. Please, come back to us. Let's get the old family back on track. What do you say? Sorry, gonna pass on that. How could you say that? I just explained everything. You heard what I said. We're in trouble. I know. That's why I was so happy to hear all your woes. I was acting as if I didn't know anything, but to tell you the truth, I knew all about it. I figured it would turn out this way. I could see it a mile away. You knew about it? What are you saying? I knew you were a little slow, but come on, haven't you figured it out? How do you think your son's lady friend's husband found out about the two of them? And it was right about the time I was kicked out of your family. Didn't you think it was too much of a coincidence? Excuse me. Are you saying that it was you who spilled the beans about my son's affair? I pretty much knew that he was seeing someone when we were married. He was always late coming home, and he wouldn't respond when I asked him things. He seemed out of it. I also happened to see some line messages he had with that woman. You have got to be kidding me! Right after you and your family chased me out, I did a little checking and found out who this woman was. Long story short, I contacted her husband and told him all about his cheating wife. Only one who told him to sue for damages. What can I say? I wanted more than anything else to see you guys squirm. That was all you? You did this? You're saying this is to get back at us? This is your idea of revenge? Oh, well, it's not only about getting chased out, but also for all the times you treated me like dirt. I was at your beck and call every day. You made me do all the chores. I took care of your grandmother for 10 years. I had a grudge against you and your family for a very long time. That's why you did this. Oh, and I basically knew that your husband was ill. You take care of people long enough and you notice little things. He was not well for a long time. What are you saying? You knew and said nothing. Your husband was always complaining about some ailment or another. I figured he was suffering some major illness, liver trouble for sure. After seeing what you cooked for him, and then you told me he had a blood clot, well, it seemed the inevitable outcome. Then why didn't you speak up? We could have done something about it before all this. Actually, I told your husband to go see a doctor countless times. I think I even mentioned it to you several times. But who's going to listen to me, right? I'm just a maid. But if you had been more assertive, if you had put up more of a stink, he wouldn't be in the condition he's in. I wasn't obligated to go that far. Anyway, I knew you guys were planning to chase me out one day. I figured it wasn't my business whether you people got sick or died. I didn't want any part of it. So I ignored it. But I really didn't expect him to become ill so soon. Thought he had a few more years. I never expected you to lose the house, too. That was totally unexpected. You're a real nasty piece of work, Cindy. Oh, yeah, the roof falling in. Oh, wow. That was also an unexpected icing on the cake. It's as if I hit the jackpot. This is what they call sweet revenge. How could you say that? You're lucky nobody was hurt when the roof caved. Somebody could have died. Don't you have any sympathy? I never thought those words would come out of your mouth. You were so happy when Grandma died, you were overjoyed. I remember you were always making jokes about her kicking the bucket. Remember saying that? She's my grandmother. I have a right to say such things. Really? Who gave you that right? I suffered greatly under her when I was young. Then I could say the same thing about you. I had it even worse than you. I was surrounded by unappreciative people harassing me from all sides, day in and day out. My husband never supported me. He was too busy with his mistress. All I thought about day and night was when I would get justice. When will I see their demise? That day arrived today, and it feels glorious. You are worse than my grandmother. I can't believe that you would go this far to exact revenge. I didn't realize you were such a merciless, uncaring individual. You are pathetic. Right back at you, Mother. I'm so happy I finally escaped this wretched family. I later heard that my former mother-in-law was busy taking care of her husband. Her husband's condition worsened over the next several months. He's mostly comatose now, unable to move or eat on his own. The nursing conditions are even more difficult than when Grandma was bedridden. I heard the hardship of taking care of her husband really took a toll on her. As for my ex-husband, he's hard at work paying off his debts. That little love affair turned out to be an expensive endeavor. I doubt there's a woman out there that would want to marry a guy like that. Too much excessive baggage. It looks like that pathetic family will go on suffering the consequences of their actions for the foreseeable future. But I'm not quite finished yet.